Welcome to Watch Hobby Shop. My name is Joe, and if you guys are new to the channel, we are a small father and son YouTube channel, and we review entry-level watches all the way up to luxury watches. And speaking of luxury watches, we're going to talk about the big brother of the Seamaster 300 by Omega. This is going to be the Planet Ocean by Omega, which is a 600-meter water-resistant watch. So let's go ahead, let's dive down. Let's take a look at the big brother of the Omega Seamaster 300, which is going to be the 600 Planet Ocean. I don't really consider this too much as a tool watch. I consider it pretty much an everyday watch. It's going to be dependable, reliable. It's water resistance to 600 meters, which is kind of overkill. It does have a helium escape valve on this, which you'll never use, or I will never use it. With that being said, let's take a look at the bezel action real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's solid. I have no back play on mine. There might be a slight bounce to the spring, but other than that, it's very precise. Everything lines up as it should, which I passed the 12 o'clock marker. Apologize for that. Let's get to 12. And everything lines up perfectly. Guys, this is probably one of my favorite Omegas. I love the Planet Ocean. And starting on October 1st during the tariffs, these did jump up to around $8,000, and that's not including tax, which is kind of ridiculous. These used to be around the $6,500 mark, so that means they've increased by $1,500 already, inflation and taxes. So if you guys can pick these guys, this Planet Ocean up for a reasonable price on the used market, I would suggest picking them up before the used market does start going up here in the next couple months, which I do see it going up. But yeah, I think this is really underrated, guys. If you guys have a Planet Ocean, leave a comment down below. Tell me which Planet Ocean you guys have. You have the GMT Oreo, do you have the ones that's the black and orange, straight black? There's so many variants. Do you guys like the older Planet Oceans? I used to have the older ones that had the caliber 2500 in it, but I like the Master Cost Certified movement with the Co-Axial on this, much better. This is probably my favorite watch over the 300. Yes, the 300 is more dressier. I'm not really a blingy guy. I want something that's gonna be more versatile, which I believe this is. People say you're not supposed to wear this with a suit. I've worn it with a suit. It works just fine. Yes, it is a little bulky, but it works for me. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and cannot wear. If you guys like the watch, buy it because you like the watch. Don't buy it because I tell you guys that it's a great watch or whatever. If you like the watch, buy it, wear it, enjoy it. But enough rambling on. I hope that I've gone through everything on this watch. Like I said, there's not too many negatives. The only thing negative, if they could have maybe made this a little bit thinner. Other than that, everything else, I can't really say too much about this watch. Like, I like this way better than the 300. Their bracelets are too old-fashioned. It still looks like they're stuck back in the 80s. Their bracelets don't taper down. They have little polished links that are inside. This is completely brushed. I love how these links are. It's more of a presidential style bracelet, so it fits really comfortable on the wrist. And I love the look on it. It has just enough bling factor where it's not too dressy, but at the same time, it's a very tooly watch, and you can tell this is a very well-made watch by Omega. But other than that, let's go ahead, let's take it back on top. I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this watch. And yeah. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on Omega Planet Ocean 600 meter Swiss-made watch. My personal opinion, I think, is probably one of their best watches in their line. I know some of the negative points on this as it is a chunky watch, but as you saw in the review, that it actually wears pretty well on the wrist for its dimensions. The price point is a little bit higher than the 300, which I know the 300 is maybe a little more popular because it's thinner. But if you guys want a big chunky watch, not that big, but overstantial watch that's actually has more water resistance, a little bit more steel, more better bracelet in my opinion, the build quality, just the aesthetics of this watch, I would highly recommend upgrading your 300 and jump to the Planet Ocean. It's a beautiful watch, and especially the blue dial. It has different colors and different types of lighting. I would highly suggest spending the extra money for these Omega Planet Ocean watches. I already have the 300. It's more dressier. I don't like too much bling. This has kind of the medium of the bling and also the conservative look as well. And you guys can tell that this is built very well. And like I said, I think this one has a way better bracelet than the 300 does. With that being said, keep in mind, guys, because of the tariffs acts and stuff like that, the Omega prices have jumped up 7% on their website, effective October 1st, 2025. So if you go to their website, you're going to see all their watches have jacked up in price. I remember the Planet Ocean back then used to be in the low to mid 6,000s. They're already up to 8,000 if you want to buy from their direct from the AD. And they are not giving out discounts because of the tariffs, guys. So if you guys want to buy a watch, you're gonna have to buy it pre-owned. I would say a reasonable price between $4,600 to $5,000 to be able to get one that's in great condition with box, papers, warranty. Just double check the seller who was ever selling the timepiece. Get your research. This one is actually a 2025 model with box and papers and everything. And you could probably get this one for roughly around $5,000 on today's market. But I would suggest that if you do guys get a luxury watch in that price category, go ahead and start getting them now, because they are going to trickle down by Christmas time, and the prices, the pre-owned prices, will slowly go up because people have to eat the cost of the tariffs. With that being said, guys, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.